Well, a very good afternoon from Phuket, and today I'm going to be showing you some budget accommodation that's available here on the island of Phuket. If you are planning on coming to Phuket and staying here for an extended period of time, you may be looking for other options apart from hotel rooms, as often hotels can start to mount up if you stay on the island for any length of time, because of course you pay by the night. Now, the accommodation we're going to be looking at today is based just on the edge of Shillong, about 200 metres from the Shillong Circle, on the main road heading towards Kata and Karon. You're going to find Kata and Karon about 10 to 15 minutes from this location. You also have the choice of Nai Harn and Rawai, and again Phuket town is probably about 15 minutes from here, and that gives you access to, of course, all the supermarkets, shopping malls. There's a macro supermarket that's literally 5 minutes from where I'm standing now, and then you've got smaller shops. There is a large Tesco's also in Shillong that stays open quite late till 10 p.m. in the evening. These apartments are quite centrally located, making it an ideal base if you want to go off and explore the island. There is a small area for parking, such as scooters, possibly a car. I'm not sure about the cars, that's something you would have to speak to them. So as you arrive, you have the main reception area that you would initially use on checking in, but in the evening time you would use the side door, and this door really remains closed, and this is for security because the reception area is locked at night time, and then you would use your key with your key fob to touch this pad, and that will unlock the door, and that way there's people that are not staying here can't just wander in. So there is a good element of security. And then you pass through the reception area going up towards your room. You have the nice lady sitting behind a reception, Sawadi Ka. And then once you pass through the reception area, you come to, well, I suppose it's best described as a communal kitchen area. So if you want to come down here and make yourself some food, they have a microwave here that you can use. There's also a sink for washing your plates, etc., and I believe there's some plates as well, and cups and saucers. There's also a table you can sit at once you've cooked your food. You can see there's a couple of washing machines. I'm presuming that the residents can use these. Let's just have a look at how much it costs. Well, it's saying 30 baht on the top of there, so you can see that. Yep. So you have some washing machines that you can do your laundry as well, and then another area for cooking. Of course, if you want to cook in the room, there's no reason why not to. My friend actually has got his own small electric wok that he uses to cook some meals. Again, there are plenty of supermarkets around this area, so you can go and do a little bit of shopping. There's a nice sized fridge in the room to be able to keep your shopping nice and fresh, and then cook it as and when. So there's the communal kitchen area. We're just coming to my friend's room now. He doesn't want to be on the video, which is fair enough. This is the sort of room that you can expect. It's a nice size room. It has a reasonable size balcony outside, which I'll show you in a minute. Of course, my friend's already got some of these things in the room. I am going to film another room in a moment. They're just cleaning it, so you can see the difference. The rooms are pretty much all the same regarding size and what you get. You get a nice large wardrobe to hang your clothes in. There's a reasonably large bathroom. If I can find the... there we go. So we've got a reasonably large bathroom with sink, toilet, and of course a shower where you can take a shower. And then you have a nice large double bed. Now, for those guys that are coming over that may be single, if you're wondering whether the apartments are girl friendly, they are. You're allowed to bring in a guest. So you get a nice sized TV. There is cable. So there are a few English channels if you want English channels. You get a nice large fridge to be able to keep your shopping in. My friend has got quite a bit of shopping. Well, I thought he would have, but he's not actually. he's caught me out there. I thought he'd have quite a bit of shopping, but you've got a nice large fridge with a small freezer area at the top to be able to keep your stuff in, and there's plenty of storage, wardrobe. So all in all, not a bad little room for 7,000 baht. There's also a nice large balcony that comes with the rooms as well. My friend tends to use the balcony to do a little bit of cooking on. I said to him that he wants to buy another small table just to set it up here in the corner, and then he can do some cooking in the evening, and then once he's cooked he can sit at the table. But at the moment he's just set up his electric wok on the table outside, does a little bit of cooking. Of course that's up to you, or you can use the kitchen downstairs. I'm just going to take a look at the second room. This has just been cleaned, so this is what you can expect basically when you arrive. Again, another really nice sized room, I have to say. Large double bed, very nice. You get somewhere to sit, a little footstool. There is a nice large fridge in, well, both the rooms that we've looked at. There's been a nice sized fridge, so I would imagine this fridge is standard in all the rooms. There is also a kettle or hot water thing here. A couple of bottles of complimentary water. I don't know whether those get replaced every day or week or whatever. I'm not sure. I will ask the lady shortly. There's a nice storage unit for some clothes. Again, you've got a good size wardrobe with cupboards above, so you're going to get a reasonable amount of clothes in there. I forgot to mention the rooms also come with a safe, so any valuables such as your passport, money, cameras, things like that, you are going to be able to get in there. And I tell you now, it's quite hard over here to find budget accommodation that actually has a safe in the room. Most of the budget accommodation, they don't have safes available, so that's quite handy. Again, you've got a nice large TV. They do have cable. Now most of the channels are in Thai, but there are a few, my friend tells me there are a few channels available that are in English or other languages. The room also has air conditioning. Now of course, for the money you're paying, you're going to be paying the electric separately from the room rate. So of course, if you leave your air conditioning running all the time, it's going to make your electric bill higher, so you need to bear that in mind. But that's pretty much standard with most accommodation over here. And then you have the bathroom, again, sink, toilet and shower. Again, it's of a reasonable size, the bathroom. Of course this is budget accommodation, so you have to remember that. I've just been speaking to the lady that runs these apartments, and she's informed me they do have rooms that you can stay here for just one night. They have 3 different sizes. There is small, medium and large. This particular room is classed as a large room, and if you want to stay here for one night, depending on whether it's a high season or low season, it's going to cost you roughly around the 900 baht mark. And again, you've got a nice sized balcony. So whether you want to just sit out here in the daytime, evening, do a little bit of cooking like my friend, you have a few options. I was speaking to her about the monthly price as well, because obviously my friend has done a deal with her because he stays for long periods of time. But she says if you want to stay in this room for 1 month, it will cost you around the 10,000 baht mark, because it's only for 1 month. That depends on whether it's high and low season, and of course if you want to barter with her, you can do, and she may lower the price. I always recommend bartering like my friend has done, especially if you're staying for any length of time. You get more leverage when you're bartering. The longer you stay, the cheaper the price comes. Now, as I say, my friend, he stays normally twice a year, 2 separate times. So he'll come maybe the end of May, he'll stay for 2 or 3 months, and then he'll go back to the UK, and then he will come back over to Thailand just before Christmas and stay again, maybe 4 or 5 months. And because he does this, he has a little bit more bargaining power with the price, and he's done his separate deal. He's managed to get his room for 7,000 baht. So again, it all depends on the situation and how long you're staying, on the prices you're going to be paying. But I would say you can get this sort of accommodation for a month's stay between 9,000 and 10,000 baht. If you're staying longer, then of course it's going to come down. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, taking a look at some budget accommodation over here on the island of Phuket. I hope you found it useful, and if so, please do give it a thumbs up. If you want to know more about Thailand, then please do feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you happen to be an owner or a manager of a business or company over here in Thailand and would like to take part in one of the videos on my channel, then you can drop me a line at my email address shown on screen here, thailandtony@gmail.com. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.